Hey everyone, Mitzi Cruz here, host of Lincoln Live. Today I'm doing something completely different than what we ordinarily do, which is to interview local business owners, 501c3 nonprofits, community leaders, and really just anyone with a story to tell. You guys have seen the show, you know how this works. Today I am completely unscripted. I'm all by myself at a park that has beautiful walking trails and just really enjoying nature, scenery, and I hope I sound okay because it's windy and I know how the microphone will pick up the wind and really distort the sound. So we're just, like I said, we're just doing it. So but what I wanted to talk to you guys about is that I know with the shelter in place and with the concerns about COVID that there are, hey Cal, how are you? That there are some really, real fears that people have, and, everyone's interpretation is going to be a little bit more dramatic depending on everyone's specific scenario. I'm here to say that yes, your health is important. The health of your loved ones, extremely important as well. But also one thing that I think that we're really, not focusing on right now is the fact that we need to take care of our mental health. And I feel like the fact that we have the opportunity to slow down our lives, to really focus more internally, that really allows us the opportunity to get out into a pretty place just like I'm at now and just really reconnect with nature and really to be grounded, and so that's something that's extremely important, you guys. So despite the fact that, like I said, shelter in place, we have to obviously practice social distancing and be aware of things like that, respect, the local ordinance. I'm not saying anything to the contrary, but what I am saying is you can get out and walk around. You can go to local parks. You just, don't take the kids and have them play on the playgrounds. That's not a good idea, obviously, but, just walk around, get outside, take the dogs on a walk. Enjoy nature. Here, this park is incredible. There's trails everywhere. I can hear the birds chirping. I can't tell you guys the last time that I just had the opportunity to kind of quiet my mind and hear the birds. And, it's almost like we get to go back to our roots, to what makes people really feel connected and grounded with nature and just the earth around us. And the fact that it took something of this magnitude to slow us down and remind us what's important, it's pretty crazy. So when I hear people say, I'm ready for things to go back to normal, well, yeah, I am too, in many respects, but at the same time, I don't want my new normal to look exactly like my old normal looked, rather. And so I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. The fact that I have the opportunity to be home with my kids throughout the day. The fact that we have the opportunity as a family to entertain ourselves, to look for those points of connection, to connect with our community, to be a light to others who are worried, are scared. Everything is changing. The business climate is completely different. Small business especially is really struggling, and initially that was going to be the topic that we discussed today. We were going to go live with Pam Lopez with the Downtown Lincoln Association, and so we're still working out the logistics of that interview, so definitely look for that. But it was really important to me. I was looking forward to just coming and finding a beautiful park and parking my car and just stepping out for a minute and just kind of sharing this message with you guys. You don't have to conquer the world, and I say that to you, but I hear myself saying that as well. because I feel like, life prior to everything that we have going on, and got a little busy and a little too busy sometimes. And when you hear yourself asking your family, hey, hang on 1 second, just 1 minute, give me a moment, yeah, there's the need for that as well. Obviously, you have to be present for the people who are relying on you, including your clients, including your whoever it is. You need to be present in the moment, but in addition, just having that space to breathe, it's remarkable. So yes, I certainly have my share of days where it's overwhelming, trying to navigate through what you hear a lot of people refer to as our new norm. But I think that ultimately, just like anything else in life, you have an opportunity. You have an opportunity to say, hey, this sucks, it's overwhelming, I'm gonna curl up in a ball and look for all the opportunities to be upset, to be angry, to feel to come from a place of despair and concern and worry, right? Or you have the opportunity to wake up and smile and say, hey, whose life am I going to touch today? How am I going to be a positive impact to the lives of those around me, and remind other people how to smile? Remind other people to be kind, to each other. And I know that Lincoln is such a special place. We ordinarily have no issue at all with being kind to one another. Even through all of this, I can't tell you that I've even seen anything that's like some of the stories that we keep hearing about nationally, where people are fighting and whatnot. Haven't seen anything like that personally in our neck of the woods, but I have noticed that even in walks around town, people aren't necessarily as forthcoming with hellos and greetings and things. It's like there's this common fear that kind of is huddling over everyone. And so I'm just here to tell you, find opportunities to smile, to not be bogged down with concern and worry, and to help other people find the same. When we take care of other people and we look for opportunities to be the light, it helps us to forget all about our worries and all about our concerns. And ultimately, that's what's important for our own mental health, and that's what's going to help us to recover, you guys. Take care of other people, support local business, look for ways to love on one another. And this will be over before we know it. But, how did we show up during this time? What did that look like? How much time did we spend? Yeah, exactly. Sonia had a great point. Balance. That's right. This is a great opportunity to really learn what you're made of, because, like I said, it's easy. It's so easy for us to say that, we have faith, and that we believe that things are all going to work out for the best, and things like that, when everything is easy and everything is going, quote unquote, normal in our lives. But really, where the rubber hits the road is when things aren't so easy and they're not so carefree and lighthearted, right? We have to show up the same way in those moments and have that faith that everything will be okay. And you guys, it's gonna be okay. This too shall pass. It's just a short little moment in time. But like I said at the beginning, I hope that the lessons that come from this exceed, exceed the hurdles that are created as a result. So I certainly intend to show up a little differently in my own life and my children's lives, and just really be more mindful. And also, like I said, take the time to stop and find pretty places just like this, and get back in touch with what matters. Get, to become grounded on a more regular basis, and not just as an afterthought, or You know, in my family, we do Sunday Fun Day. Sunday Fun Day is great, but that's one day a week, you know? And so, you know, having the opportunity to just connect with the nature and connect with one another on a more regular basis, I think that, for me, is the greatest gift that's come out of all this. So I just some food for thought, guys. I just really wanted to hop on and just remind you, you know, that yes, we're practicing social distancing. Yes, we are abiding by local ordinance, but there's nothing in there about not being able to take a walk, not being able to walk your dog, not being able to connect with nature, whatever that looks like for you, as long as you're adhering to social distancing and whatnot. So, you know, go out there, find a peaceful place, find what resonates with you, and you know, just go embrace that and find just that opportunity to breathe. Thanks for wearing makeup. I barely have any on. It's so funny. But no, I love you guys, and I know that we're all struggling in our own ways to kind of navigate this, but I just challenge you all to, you know, find that thing that makes you smile and focus on that, and stop reading the news. If you're reading the news, oh my goodness, stop reading the news. That or watching the news or watching videos or any of that. Like, I have an app on my phone that tells me every time there's a new headline, and it's, you know, these sensational headlines, a clickbait type thing, try to get you to engage. And I'll tell you, I don't even click on them. You know, if there's something important, well, it'll make its way to me. But for now, you know, I'm just keeping up my faith and just loving on the people that God puts in my life, and just, yeah, putting on music and just finding those opportunities to just be light and happy. So I challenge you guys to do the same. Love you all. Like I said, I have raffles to catch up on. I can't do the raffle while I'm on the tablet because this is also it doubles as as my spinner app. So I'll be back on later to catch those up, and then more to come about my interview with Pam Lopez and Downtown Lincoln Association, as well as several other businesses in Lincoln that are open and have modified their business plan to be able to serve you. And just love on one another. Remember, we're all in this together, and I hope you guys don't ever lose your smile. But if you ever need anything, or you just need to hear some words of encouragement, call me anytime. Call me, PM me, whatnot. I'm here for you all. So you guys have a good day, and we'll be back later on with some more updates.